Hello everyone. My name is Linda Gunner. I am the CEO and founder of Linda's Perfection Creations. Linda's Perfection Creations is an event planning and wedding decor company. We cater to small and large events in around the Philadelphia area. We do full service, partial, minor coronations. We do custom events. We do destination weddings. We do planning and decor in all aspects. So if you want just a bouquet arrangement, a bardeniers, or flowers for maybe an office space, a grand opening, or if you want centerpieces for your wedding and backdrop, we do that as well. I am a certified wedding planner. I have many years of experience in the wedding industry. I am a certified florist as well. We also do home staging. So if you are selling your home and you want to stage your house for a prospective buyer, we do that as well. We do corporate events and many more. So today, I just wanted to continue on to the end of the series to talk about the A to Z wording for your wedding. In the last couple of days, we touched base on a lot of things. For those of you who are just joining, you can go back and take a look at past video. We'll talk about photographer in the wedding veil. We'll talk about Orsha, trunk sale versus sample sale. We talk about trials and the train. And so all these different from the tablescape to sweetheart tables, all the different wordings. So if you want to see what these wordings mean, and if you don't have any idea what it is, you can watch prior videos in the series to see what it is. So today we're gonna end the rest of the series. It's about just a couple more to go. But so a walkthrough. So we're gonna start today. The first one we're gonna talk about is walkthrough. There are two types of walkthrough. The initial walkthrough is when you visit the venue. So when you are getting married, let's say you're looking for a venue, you go to these venues, you go to see how it look, if it's a bad fit. You can ask the vendors every question. So before you sign the contract, you go through everything that you need to do. Like, okay, how many hours am I gonna get? It's buffet. If this is a full service venue, are you? So pretty much every question you do a tour to see pretty much if you like the space, if it'll fit the ideal wedding guest, if the whole ideal wedding vest. You're looking at the landscape, so everything you're doing. So that's one set of the wedding. The first work is to do a walkthrough of the venue. So when you hear walkthrough, it's like, hey, it's like pretty much doing a tour of the facility. So before you sign a contract, and then you do the pre-walkthrough with your vendor teams. So after you do it, you find a venue, and then the second last one is like the design layout. So it's like before you excuse me, my eyes was like burning a little bit. So you do the walkthrough. The second walkthrough is like where you and say your wedding planner, your florist. So if you have a florist and a wedding planner who are doing the same thing, something like myself, or if you have a florist, you go through the design, the planner. You go through the visit tour to see how the space is gonna look. You talk about the linens, the tablecloth, everything down to every detail, every things that you needed to do to finalize all the detail of your wedding. So once you book the venue, because sometimes some people book the venues before they hire a planner. Some people book the venue, hire a planner before they do that. So you want your planner, your design team who are designing. Most planner has design scheme that they do. They have access to do and they learn these skills and things that they do. Some don't, but most do. Then you can work with your florist how the table's gonna look, how everything's gonna look to make sure that the floor. So you want them when you hear the walk through. Those are the two things that they mean to like pretty much to address those so important things. And then you're gonna do welcome bag. Your welcome bag is pretty much it can be a box, it can be anything like you can save it in your hotel. So when you are having out of time guests coming or guests coming who are staying or wedding, you have room blocks and things that are set up. You have a little basket where it can something like something simple. It can be bottle of water, the itinerary of your trip, something edible for them to eat. It can be maybe a Tylenol, just in case they need it, because people's gonna be drinking. It can be a wine. It can be the crackers. It can be some nuts and snacks, light snacks. You put together, in these bags or in the boxes. Leave it at the front desk. The concierge or the hotel staff, as your guests check in, they will just give them this little bag or trinket. So just to welcome them to know that hey, we are thinking about you. As a thank you. Thanks for coming. Here is something to stay. Because we all know in hotel, having food from the mini bar is expensive. Bottled water can go a long way. And little snacks here, late night things, you can put little trinket together for them. So when you hear a welcome bag, that just pretty much what it means. You just recommend for a weekend to have these things available for your guests handy. And then you can see how it fits in your budget. And then wedding planner. Most of you guys already know what it is. So if you don't know, a wedding planner is more than just planning a wedding. There's so many layers of wedding planner. There are planners who are specialized in decor. There's a planner who specializes in design. They help you. Like for myself, I was speaking for myself. I do not want to do planning. I do budget analyze. So let's say if you tell me a budget, or you don't have a budget, you can tell me what you want. I can give help you stay on budget and design a budget that would be best for your wedding. I can do a spreadsheet, a spreader. I can do, people help you with your RSVP cards. They help based on, so before I go for it, based on the package that you pick. So if you pick a full service package, there's a lot of things that will be included. For instance, when you pick a month of coordination, pretty much, as I said earlier, is somebody who just taking care of the wedding aspect of your design scheme, anything. There's a lot of time people get this misunderstood. A wedding planner is not a florist. Not all the time. Some people know how to florist. Some people are design, but some people are not. So don't mix the two things up. Some people have the most wedding planners have the skills to do design scheme and things like that, but some don't. But so just make sure whoever you hire, make sure they know this information, because not all they're not florists and not all they're not designing. So a wedding planner will help you pretty much. We're a big deal from coast to coast. They will help you plan your wedding from start to finish, every detail, helping you find the photographers, your DJs, your venue, your your cocktail hour, your bartender, your hair stylist, like pretty much everything that you need to do for your wedding. A wedding planner, you can pretty much just say, hey, I'm getting married. Here's the day. This is all I need. You can lay, if you pay the right price, for like I said, if it's a full service, they will do everything. They will go with you with visits. So when you go into these venues, they will go with your visit when you're getting dressed, to your makeup trial. So it all based on the part of service. You can have a wedding plan and I pretty much plan your wedding from start to finish. Do every single little nook and cranny. You can have somebody where you can be hands on and then transition later. You can have somebody who's doing partial of the work to get things done. So there's many layers to planning, but ultimately they help make your day a success. So that is one I recommend everybody to have a wedding planner, because they are people outside. So even if you're doing your DIY wedding, I would recommend you do at least a month of coordinations, because you got to think about it. After you take all these services apart, you done everything by yourself. Who's gonna finalize the details as you're walking down the aisle? You cannot be telling your bridal party to go down cue when you're coming. You cannot be the one the DJ. So it's always, I always recommend that you have these services for you. So that's a rule for a wedding planner. And then exit. Exit is like pretty much when the night is over, you can do a lot of things. You can do confetti, you can do fireworks, you can do a lot of things. So sometimes people do fake exits nowadays. So you can do a fake exit where you can have all your guests out there with sprinklers. You can do a grand entrance. So your exit is pretty much how you're gonna leave your wedding ceremony space. So after the decor, I'm sorry, after the reception, you want to, how you want to make your grand entrance. Some people do it, some people don't. Some people the night just a way to say okay, but it's always good to end the night in a bank. The party is over, the highlight, people have fun all day, have something exciting to send them off. Even if you don't leave, but just have something how you want to exit the wedding. How you want to exit your D-Day, to make sure everything is there. And then of course you have the yaka. It's pretty much used as a traditional wedding. It means it's the term, the period where they need to spend together in the private. So it's like a private time where the couple reflects on the relationship, rejoice, and just that togetherness before the wedding, the wedding. So before they go on the dance, they just have a private time. And then last but not the least, Zena. It pretty much means Zena is like, it's made a Z for like colorful flowers like daisies and saffron shaped, some like flowers, alternative from the dahlias to the blooms, the mayflower, the vibrant founder. So you made it like literally, it's like all these beautiful, bright, and alternative flowers, and it's really, really beautiful. So I hope you guys love watching this and listen. I hope this was very helpful and informative for you. Once again, my name is Linda Gunner. I am the CEO and founder of Linda's Perfection Creations. As always, I try to get these videos to you guys so that you know, anything that can help you with your grand day. Because it's like you got to think about it. There's a lot of things sometimes people know and a lot of things that people don't know. So I am extremely grateful for all the love and all the time that you guys take and sit and watch this. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can find me on my website at www.lyndaperfect.creationsevents.com. Thank you so much, and you have an amazing day. Bye.